Hello everyone! In today's class, we are going to contrast the present perfect continuous and the present perfect simple. Okay? Let's go! So I got you today two examples that express a lot of what I am, who I am. So in the first example, we have a present perfect continuous activity sentence. And in the second one, I've got a present perfect simple one. Let's contrast the two of them and see if you get the difference well. The first one, I've been reading a Stephen King's book for the past weeks. It's really great. So I just love this author, and I'm always reading his books every time there is a celebration, a birthday, a Valentine's Day. I always get his books as present because I love them. And I've been reading one of them for the past weeks, and I'm just enjoying it so much. So here, I'm focusing on the activity. I'm still reading it, and I'm telling you for how long the action has been going on. So I've been reading a Stephen King's book for the past week. How long have you been reading this book? This book. I've been reading this book for the past weeks, and it's really great. I just love it. It's involving. It's really. I don't have enough words to describe it. I'm a big fan of his work. So here I'm focusing on the development of the action, on the action itself. It doesn't matter the result, not in the sentence, because I want to talk about what I'm reading. I want to talk about how much I'm enjoying it. I'm talking about the action, not the result. On the second one, let's read together. I've read about 15 of Stephen King's books. I love them. Here, I'm talking about conclusion. I'm talking about finished actions. I've read about 15 of his books. So, all these books I have finished reading. So, I'm focusing on the result. The result is that I'm a fan, and I most surely will continue reading his books for as long as I'm alive and for as long as he is alive and he continues writing. So, result, action. Just like we saw on the last video, this is what's important here. Okay? And now we are going to see what are the questions that the present perfect continuous and the simple answer in their sentences. Okay? Let's see. Here I have my examples back, and now let's see what questions they answer to. When I say I've been reading a Stephen King's book for the past weeks and it's really great, I'm answering the question how long. So, how long have you been reading this book? I've been reading it for the past weeks. Is the total time of my action. And when I say I've read about 15 of Stephen King's books, I'm answering the question how many? How many of his books have you read? Actually, I've read 16 of his books, and now I am on the 17th, but about 15. So I'm answering to the question how many. Also, it's possible to answer to the questions how much and how many times. For example, how much of the book have you read? I've read about 200 pages of the book. Or how many times have you read this book? There are some books that sometimes I like so much that I read more than once, and Dr. Sleep is one of them. So you ask me, how many times have you read Dr. Sleep? I say I've read it 2 times, and I started reading it the third time, but then I got other books and I decided to put it aside and read the other books. But anyway, this is the question I am answering here. How many? How many times? How much? present perfect simple. How long? Present perfect continuous, as long as the action is still happening in the present time. Okay? So, just to finish it, this part of our class, remember that we have some stative verbs, and with these stative verbs, we're not supposed to use any continuous verb tense. So it doesn't matter if it's present continuous, past continuous, present perfect continuous, future continuous, which we haven't studied yet, but any continuous time depends on its verb. If your sentence demands a stative verb, if you don't remember what's a stative verb, you can return to our classes, and I'm gonna leave you the video up here and you can go there and check it out. If you don't remember what they are, the stative verbs don't take ing forms. Okay? So that's it. Now let's go to our material. Unit 10, present perfect continuous and simple. I have been doing and I have done. Study this example situation. So here we have two pictures. And in both pictures you can see Kate. In the first one, she's in the middle of painting her bedroom. And she says, I've been painting my bedroom. You can see some paint on her clothes. And you can see she's on a break now. She's having a cup of coffee or tea. On the second picture, her clothes aren't dirty anymore. She's not wearing a handkerchief over her head to protect her hair. And the action is concluded. So she says, I've painted my bedroom. So let's read the two situations. There is paint on Kate's clothes. She has been painting her bedroom. Has been painting is the present perfect continuous. On the other side, her bedroom was green. Now it is yellow. She has painted her bedroom. Has painted is the present perfect simple. We are thinking of the activity in the first one. It does not matter whether it has been finished or not. In this example, the activity, painting the bedroom, has not been finished. So the focus is on the action itself, not on the result. And on the other side, here the important thing is that something has been finished. Has painted is a complete action. We are interested in the result of the activity, the painted bedroom, not the activity itself. Section B, we have more examples. And let's compare them while we read together, one in each column. My hands are very dirty. I've been repairing my bike. My bike is okay again now. I've repaired it. So in the first one, I'm in the middle of the activity, while on the second one, it's concluded, it's finished. Joe has been eating too much recently. He should eat less. Somebody has eaten all the chocolates. The box is empty. It's nice to see you again. What have you been doing since we last met? Where's the book I gave you? What have you done with it? Where have you been? Have you been playing tennis? Have you ever played tennis? Section C. We use the continuous to say how long for something that's still happening, and we use the simple to say how much, how many, or how many times. Let's read one example in each column together. How long have you been reading that book? How much of that book have you read? Lisa is writing emails. She's been writing emails all morning. Lisa is writing emails. She sent lots of emails this morning. They've been playing tennis since 2 o'clock. They've played tennis 3 times this week. Sorry. I'm learning Arabic, but I haven't been learning it very long. I'm learning Arabic, but I haven't learned very much yet. Section D. Some verbs, for example, know, like, believe, are not normally used in the continuous. So once again, we have the stative verbs. For example, I've known about the problem for a long time. So this is an answer for a how long question. But since the verb is to know, we don't put it in ing. You don't say I've been knowing. How long have you had that camera? And not have you been having? Because the verb have is a special verb that only takes the ing form in specific situations, as we are going to see in the unit 17. But note that we can use what and mean in the present perfect continuous. So here we have an exception. This is possible. I've been meaning to phone Jane, but I keep forgetting. It means that I've been wanting to phone Jane, but I keep forgetting. I've been having the intention, having the desire to phone Jane, but I keep forgetting. So this is it. This is our present perfect continuous versus simple class. I hope you see there are no long phrases needed because it's not that complicated. It just needs practice. It's a lot to keep in mind, but practice leads to perfection. Remember that, okay? If you have questions, you know what to do. Leave a comment below and I'll answer you as soon as possible, okay? Thanks for watching to the end. Thanks for being with us for this time for learning and fun. And see you back again in the next class. Bye.